Arshenna Michal Show. For those that don't know, I am Arshenna Michal Hines, and it's the Artist Unleashed. I'm excited today to be here, and I had a long weekend. I went to Virginia, visited some family. It was a bittersweet time. I had a great aunt that passed away, but she lived 94 years. So again, it's a blessing. And I also want to say this is also a very special day because it's my mom's birthday. My mother don't really acknowledge birthdays because of religion, but I want to just say, you know what? If she wasn't born, I wouldn't be here today. So, you know, I'm excited again, and this is what we're here for. We're here to express joy and love. So, you know, I'm going to start talking about some things that's going on in entertainment and so forth. And like I said, this show is a platform for artists to come display their talent, for people that never had opportunity to be known, to be seen, to be heard. It starts right here on Artists Unleashed. And again, I'm here as an artist myself. I born and raised right here in Hartford, Connecticut. I know how hard it is to get in the industry and to be able to be exposed and so forth. And people gave me opportunity, and I'm here to help others as well. So again, this is what you do. You have to make sure you tune in every other Monday actually, 95, 96, Channel 5 on Artists Unleashed, Arshenna Michal Show. Today, I have a special guest in the house. Yes, I do. And I'm excited because he's a friend. He's a very good friend of mine. He's actually a phenomenal man. He's multi-talented. The only thing I regret today is not having enough time to interview him because his list is so long. I mean, his credits and all the different contributions he made in the community is very expansive. And again, I'm just glad he was able to make it today and take time out of his busy schedule to come in. And for those that may not know him, I'm sure you heard his distinctive voice because he is the one and only DJ Derrick from 88.1 FM ESU. Yes, yes, woo-hoo! Come on, DJ Derrick. How you doing? How you doing?
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. You like that intro, right? No, I'm so glad you're able to make it today. I really am. Yes.
Thanks for having me here.
Yes, definitely.
In your program.
Yes, I'm glad you were able to come. Like I said, I mean, a lot of people were asking me, like, who's the special guest coming in? I said, well, tune in and you'll find out, you know? And since I said we're talking about music today and everything, and I thought it was appropriate to have you, you know, you're such an iconic person, so the expansive background in music and in the business, so I didn't think of anyone more appropriate to be here.
Okay.
So, Derrick, just give us a little brief background of, tell us about yourself, because I know you do several different things. And
I love music.
Yes.
Growing up as a child, and I used to play in other people's DJ sets and all like that. And, you know, what really get me into radio is a lady by the name of Yoli Thomas from WYBC.
Oh, okay.
She used to work for Tom Joyner.
Tom Joyner, okay.
She read the news and Tom Joyner program.
Oh.
And she got me into radio, and then I started from there, and I started from WESU, and I started from radio in Springfield. So
Yui is the person that introduced you. Was she a mentor? Describe her position. Was she somebody you just worked with?
Somebody who I worked with.
Oh, okay.
You know, somebody who I worked with, and I used to hire her for play, you know, be an MC at the Black Expo, because I used to be doing the Black Expo for other people, you know, for lots of people and all like that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I love music, and I always go to different radio stations and, you know, help out other people.
Right.
Like play the music in the background and stuff.
Yeah.
Different places, starting from New York and Florida.
So you played in New York. So tell me a little bit about the New York thing. So how did you get into that venue, playing in New York City?
I know some people who own radio stations down there.
Okay.
And I had Daniel from the JDX with me.
Oh, I know JDX, talented guy.
You know, they used to charge us by the hour, you know, for our own program.
Oh.
So we pay for it, and you know.
So how was that? So this is interesting. I'm learning a lot of things, you know, and excuse me if I'm bombarding with a lot of questions, but it's just so much. So as a DJ, and you mentioned that you had to pay. So a lot of us have the wrong impression. We think that you have experience, you go into a radio station, they give you a show, and that's it. It doesn't work that way.
It's not all station is like that. Some station do pay you, but you know, when you pay for your own program, you have to go out and get commercial and stuff and pay yourself.
Wow, interesting.
You know, from a commercial from other business.
Right.
So when you start doing commercial for other business, you're paying yourself.
Oh,
and
I
you
see.
could able to pay for your program.
Okay.
There's most stations doing that in New York.
So how difficult was that? What were some of the challenges, or were there some challenges?
The challenge is that the station wasn't powerful enough. That's why we come back to Connecticut.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it couldn't pick up in certain areas where we want, like, you know,
listeners too.
Yeah, pick up some part in Long Island, but it couldn't pick up in certain areas. It could pick up in Brooklyn, part of the Bronx, but areas where we have people who was going to invest money in us to keep our program, they couldn't pick up there, so we said forget it. When we come back to Connecticut, and then I go back to 88.1.
Right.
You know.
So that's important, as like you said. I mean, if people can't listen to you, they can't hear you.
Right.
You have no following. So see, that's something that I just learned too. You know, as far as there's no guarantee on how far, I guess, the waves travel, the radio waves and so forth. Yeah.
But when you work for a company station now, you get paid.
Nice.
A company like 937 and those stations, you get paid.
Now, can you explain to us too, what is the difference between college stations and commercial stations like 93.7 opposed to 88?
It's different.
How is it different?
Because some college stations don't do commercial. You can't. It's not by their rule, the FCC rule, because it's a college station.
You're not allowed to do commercials.
Right.
Can you promote? I mean, because a lot of college students listen to
you can talk about shows and all like that. You know, upcoming shows.
Okay.
You know, but broadcasting station have the opportunity for that.
Right.
You know, I mean, you know, doing advertisement and stuff. So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. And now let me. I know you mentioned a few names there. You mentioned Yui from WYDC and some other names. Now, who would I say is your biggest influential or your biggest influences in radio?
In radio?
Yes. Who was most
I'd
influential?
say Tom Joyner.
Tom Joyner. I like Tom Joyner.
I love to listen to his program, and you know.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yes, he is. He is. Anybody else from the area that you can think of that who actually was like a mentor to you or anything, or did you have one before you got into the business?
Not here in Connecticut.
No.
New York.
Yeah. So a lot of your mentors was in New York.
Yes.
So they say New York, big city, big dreams. So that's where you go, right?
Yes.
Best place to be.
Right. And I'm thinking about leaving the radio business.
You can't leave us there. Wait a minute. No, we just got started. He's trying to leave.
Yeah, because I want to do a party here in Connecticut at Vibes Uptown. And really I'm bringing all the New York DJs here, Funk Monster Flex and all of them.
Nice.
So I'll let the people know further on what's going to be happening.
Right.
You know, but that's my plan when I'm leaving.
And you know what, too? And you know, you just answered one of my questions. I was going to ask you, further on in the interview. But as far as your experience, how long have you been in radio DJ? Because I've heard you over the years, like past 5 years. I remember hearing you and always saying, I got to meet him one day, you know, because you had your voice, you know, very nice, pleasant voice, pleasant sound. How long have you been in the business?
Over 25 years.
Wow. 25 years.
Yeah, working different stations.
Okay, so how long were you at 88.1? Were you there?
Well, off and on.
Okay.
You know, off and on.
It's a long time, 25 years.
Yes.
Nice.
It's a long time. And I bring a lot of DJ to the table. Most of the DJ have their own program. As I play reggae. And I make the station 7 days per week.
Time.
You know, from Sunday to Sunday. And all the DJs were there, they were happy and all like that. But after a while, DJs start to have their own little brawl.
Right.
You know, so
it's a lot of, would you say, a lot of competition in the DJ
competition,
business? Competition. It is probably no different than the music business too, you know?
Well, it's no different from entertainment.
Entertainment is interesting.
Right.
Those are some of the things we have to deal with, you know? And I say that myself being an artist, you know, it's a lot of, you have to really love it and have a passion for it. Because something that stood up to me, that you said earlier, that you did this with no pay. This wasn't for any money expectations or, you know, you did this because you seem like you really you love this.
Yes.
This field.
Also, you know, I used to play in different nightclubs. and you know, that's how I know what people love when you're playing in at the club. You know, people love when you play that on the radio. You know, the hip hop, the, you know, R&B, you know, like that.
Right.
You know, so when you have a crowd, when you can pull a crowd and have everybody jumping in a place, you know, you're doing fine.
That's it.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, what do you think is the most exciting venture, or I should say maybe the most exciting production that you put on, or DJ party that you DJ'd or anything like that? What's the most memorable?
The most exciting, I would say the show business.
So you promoted a big show at one time?
I promoted a big show.
Any big names that we know of?
The metas like Barris, Buju Banton,
oh, okay.
Coco T, Luciana.
Wow. Where was I at this time? Where was I at? I was in school somewhere. Busy studying. Couldn't get out the house.
Yes. Also,
what's that show?
Yeah. Also, we're having a show coming to Rhode Island, and Sheena is going to be on there with Moxie Priest.
That's right. See, I was going to see. He just blew my surprise. I was going to let everybody know at the end, you know, that actually I'm going to be doing the show. But since he beat me to it, that's fine. Yes, that's cool.
Jamali going to be there, and Tony Ramps, and you know, it's going to be at the Stepping Stone. Up there, and the name of the show is Organic.
Organic.
Yeah, and it's going to be August 29th.
Well, I definitely will be there because I'm part of the show, so everyone knows, you know, the surprise that yes, and I'm very honored to be part of this upcoming production. I will be featuring, you know, some of my new songs, and not to step over your interview, but since he mentioned this, this is his interview today. But since he mentioned this, yes, I will be opening up for Maxi Priest, and you know, I grew up listening to Maxi Priest's music. I love him. I think he's a great artist, and I just have I'm just excited to be part of that. And thanks to you, thanks to many people who allowed me to be part of this production, and just tying it in too with Artists Unleashed. And I'm saying this because you know you've touched so many people's lives. You know you've actually just contributed so many facets of this business, and it's important. Just like how you're here today, you know, in the chair on the Arshenna Michal show. 20 years ago, I was sitting on the same side on Woody Dixon's show in Bloomfield, and I was just an artist trying to get exposure, and he gave me an opportunity, just like you gave me an opportunity, so many other people, you know. So it's just, and this is why I want to give back, you know, and this is why I think it's important for upcoming people like myself to just let the world know who you are. You know, you know, you can have all the talent in the world, but if no one knows who you are, you're not exposed, you're only going to go so far. So again, Derrick, I thank you because I know you're a good-hearted man, you know. You're always trying to inspire people. You always help people.
Yes.
And
I work with a lot of people, you know, believe me. Even people who don't know about the DJ, know about the business, and know about promotion, I help them.
Right.
You know.
I know. On JDX, I was really, really honored to be able to meet JDX as well, because I mean he's very talented. So many people that that you know we actually in our circle that I met in a short period of time just through you and other people you introduced me to, and other artists who I worked with. It's just wonderful. It's wonderful, and this is why, you know, you're blessed.
Yes, thank you. And you know, there's a lot of shows you're gonna be doing this year. You're gonna be working on this year. A lot of shows, right? Here in Connecticut, also New York. So, you know, the door is going to be opening for Sheena. You see what I say about this man? This is right here a proven fact. See, this is his interview, and he's trying to dig me up. That's okay, though. You know, he can't help himself. He can't help himself. This is DJ Derrick. You know, that's what he does. He just loves to give back. This is why, you know, like I said, he's gone so far. He's had so many blessings, you know. And also, another thing that I really respect about you is that you're able to just, you know, juggle your family life, you know, and you have a full-time job. That's hard. I mean, I think for myself, just as an artist, you know, working full-time was so hard for me at the time before I decided to do this full-time, you know. And I always commend people like yourself that just, you hold it down. You're able to just really, you know, juggle different things. How do you do that? What do you do? What do you think is helping you? Man, I don't even know the experience. I do what I can do.
Yes.
Believe me, I do what I can do. You know, I travel here and I travel there. You know, out the country in different places. And stuff. But it's just one of those things, you know. I don't even fussy about me anymore. I fussy about the people who are working around me. I help people.
Right.
You know, that's what God gave me the goal to help people. You know.
Yes. I understand that. Yeah. And how has it been rewarding to you? I know you mentioned several times that you love helping people. Yeah. Is there any of these other special things that, you know, really keep you connected with the entertainment and just DJing and so forth? What is the rewards that you think?
Well, going to church.
Spirituality is important.
Spirituality.
Very important.
Spirituality. Because when you believe in God and you talk to Him and He communicate with you, He opens doors for you. You know? Definitely. Believe me. And sometimes the way God can open doors, He can send somebody to you who, you know, have the money to invest, to have you go further up in life.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like He's an artist. You know, so you have an open door coming. And God told me that. So
God told you that. Yeah. You know what? I tell you, just to be here too, you know, being able to talk to you and so many other people who's been on my show, and I tell you, I feel like this has been a blessing. You know,
right.
I remember when I was first, you know, proposed with the opportunity to produce my own show.
Right.
I didn't know how I was going to do it because I'm so used to being in front of the camera and people actually, I guess, dictating to me, you know, the whole, you know, production aspect as far as scripts and, you know, shoots and so forth. Everything was done for me. So when it was time for me to develop this, I didn't know how I was going to do it, you know, and everyone said, you should be okay. You know, you do this all the time. Yeah. And it's a lot of work, but, you know, I really feel fulfilled. And I feel like right now I feel blessed to be here because I'm giving back. I'm allowing people to be able to get exposure.
Yeah. You see, the thing about it, anything you do when it's come to television and radio, you're nervous at the first time, but after a while, when you get to it, it's nothing.
Yes.
You know.
Oh yes, I was nervous the first time.
Becomes a superstar to what you're doing. You know? Believe me.
Yes, it definitely is. And like I said, you know best because you've been doing this for over 25 years. So how was your experience starting out? Tell us about some of
the first 5 years I was nervous. First 5 years.
Only a busy man like DJ Derrick will get a phone call.
The first time I was so nervous, and you know, sometimes I don't answer the phone. People make requests and all like that. Sometimes I do answer the phone.
That was me calling. Me calling for them tickets. And I was wondering, I said, wait a minute. You never answer the phone.
Yeah. Speaking about tickets, I don't give away. I do give away a lot of tickets. Yeah. Yeah, I used to give away free dinners on the radio, free lunch,
they were
free tickets. You know, talk about other people's restaurant and stuff. People like that, you know. So
you started answering the phone eventually, right? You keep that phone right there next to you. Well, you answer one right now. So
my phone is going off the hook right now.
His phone is blowing up right now because everybody in Connecticut is watching him. See, only DJ Derrick get away with this.
You know, I love to be around people. You know, I like you know what happened with me though when I'm on radio. You know, you have DJ fights. DJ try to put you down, talk bad about you.
Oh, really?
But I don't make that bother me because I grow that up. You know what I'm saying? DJ. So I just do my own stuff.
Right.
DJ trying to give you fights.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because you play better music and you bring more crowd. I'm
so
not
DJ
into
fight.
Yeah, I get older now, so you know what I mean?
You gotta
into me.
They gotta leave you alone. You gotta fall back. That was back in the days, in your 20s and things, right? Yeah.
I'm an entertainer. I love to be around people.
Yes. I know you do. And you know, also, let me ask you. This is important because even for myself, I remember before I got into TV and so forth, I always want to know how did you get into broadcasting? Is there a school that you can go to become a DJ?
Well, yeah, depends. Yeah, if you want to work on a broadcasting station,
you have to go
to broadcasting school.
Okay.
And get a broadcasting license.
A license. Okay.
Yes, and then they help you get a job at another broadcasting station.
See, not that I'm interested in in DJing because that's expertise, that's your field. But I always wondered how that worked, you know, because at one time I wanted to get into TV broadcasting, and but I didn't want to read the news. You know, this is more exciting doing things like this. But so it's a license that helps you.
Right.
License is important.
Right.
Really.
Once you got your license, you know, you can get any job at any station.
So you hear this, people that's listening out there. If you want to be a broadcaster or work on a radio,
you have a broadcasting license for a radio station.
Gotta get that license.
Yes.
And there's a school in Connecticut. What's the school in
right here in Hartford.
School of Broadcasting?
Yes.
Okay.
Right here in Hartford.
Okay. So that's a school that people should check out, you know?
Right.
Because I had a few people that asked me about that. I told them that you were coming on today.
Okay.
They're like, oh, I want to be able to talk to him about getting into radio. You know, a lot of people come up to me and ask me things all the time. You know, and I said, well, I don't have that knowledge, so you might, don't be surprised to get a lot of phone calls after the show. Yeah.
Also, sometimes if you know somebody working on the radio, and they want you to work with them, you work with them until you get yourself in the field, you know, and then you go to school and get your license and you'll be all right. Okay, I see. Yeah. I see. So, Derrick, you know what? I tell you, I'm going to have to bring you back for an exclusive interview because it's so much. I mean, you need to start writing a book. Because I heard you say you're getting ready to retire, but you can't retire just right now. Because we're going to be doing more of these interviews because you have so much to share. And before we close, is there anything, if you could leave the audience with a word, what would be the word today? With my word?
Yeah, what's the word for today?
To all the young folks out there, go to school and get good education. You know, get your papers. That way you can't be beaten down by police when you're on the street. Right. You know, I mean, once you're educated and you get a job, a qualified job, and things is going good for you. Yes, yes. And always dress properly. Don't wear your pants below your waist. You know what I'm saying? Pants on the ground. Right. Pants on the ground. Yes, yes. And I have a word for you. I would say Superman. You are a Superman. I want to be like you. Yeah, and again, Derrick, no, seriously, I thank you so much for coming, and we're definitely going to bring you back. And again, I love your spirit. I love what you're doing for Ellison. What you've done for me as far as helping me in different aspects. And for those that are watching, I also want you to know that he's a very approachable person, as you see, you know, and anytime if you want to contact him, if you were interested in coming on my show, you know, you can just contact by email, and that is ArshennaMichal7@gmail.com. And Derrick, I don't know if you have any information to leave them, tell them to tune in. If they want to tune in on Saturdays, I'm on from 5:30 to 7 p.m. on 88.1 FM. And Middletown.
Check his show out.
You know, I just don't play reggae only. I play all sorts of music.
Yes, so,
yes. You know, if you like the program, you could call me.
It's a good program, too. One of the best programs. And tell them the time, Derrick. Is it still 2:30?
Yeah, from 5:30 to 7 p.m. on Saturdays. Every Saturdays.
Definitely check it out. Like I said, his show is great. He's very inspirational, motivational. And again, what I love the most about you is the way you interact with people. You know, and that's why you have a lot of fans. You know, you're a very, very good-hearted person. So, you know, again, I'm sorry to have to shut this down early, but we're bringing him back. Thank you for listening, everyone. Tune in again. Arshenna Michal shows bi-weekly on Mondays at 7 p.m. And again, if you want to follow this show, and you can Twitter me at Arshenna Michal, Twitter, and you can follow Derrick as well at 88.1 FM.
Right.
So thank you again, and good evening.